This is Aiva Tar, correspondent for The Edge. I'm here with Scott Walker, joining us after shooting an 82 at the lake course at Olympic Club. Scott, you got off to an awful start on the front 9 with a 45. You seem to have more hooks than a meat locker from the first tee shot.
Hey, thanks for having me. And of course, you're going to focus on the difficulty I had on the front 9 scoring and not the great scoring I had in the back. Look, I was as surprised as you are that all of a sudden, all I could do was hook the ball. Once I figured out that's what we had, then we just rode with it. We played off number 2 and played for the big draw. We figured out how to get it around. And then once we got to 7, understood you give yourself enough room, hit it hard, give yourself the opportunity to make a great short game play. Just where I wanted to land it. Oh, come on. Make that birdie on 7, and then all of a sudden you start to see that even though we're swinging differently than we had before, we're not swinging badly.
What made you think things would possibly be different after your slice on the 10th tee put you in a spot where you needed a chainsaw?
10 was interesting because it was a bad drive trying to do too much, and then you realize you got a window, then we can start letting things roll. 12 was a really good way to again get up and down after a bad iron shot, and then I hit the greatest iron of my life, and of course your cameras weren't rolling on 13. So that's my ball closest. I kept joking that this would be my hole-in-one when the camera crapped out, and it actually worked.
If only his witnesses were trustworthy, he might be given the putt.
If I don't make this putt, you'll never see this. You know, look, I would have thought that the drive on 14 was going to be the highlight. It was picture perfect. The tracer looks phenomenal on that, but ultimately finding a way on 16 after a bad drive to make that great bunker shot to get it close, get it within tap-in range, and make a par there. Once you get to 17, you're able to get the drive out there, give yourself a chance, and then you hit the best 3-wood of your life. You just know you've got to hit one on the left-hand side of the green, let it funnel around. This was the best shot I've ever hit in my life. And to be able to unlock the chance for an eagle, it was a small chance because that's a very, very difficult putt. But to make sure to 2-putt there, get your birdie, that felt like,
Yeah.
it felt like a dream.
Did you know you needed a par on 18 to finish even on the back? Or did you choke like you swallowed a neck bone?
Yeah, look, I didn't know that par putt on 18 was for, a 36, which would have been even par in the back. It wouldn't have changed anything if I'd known. I hit the putt I wanted to hit. It was a little bit of a misread, a little bit of a pull, but I'm just not going to complain. I was able to figure out on a day when I was swinging it differently than I ever have, how to make it work. If you use the cheat code, you can actually do some damage. So that's what I'll take away from today. I am ecstatic about everything, and even your hater questions can't take the smile off my face.
Scott Walker, everyone. Thank you for joining us.